I love it. Okay, we're going live.
All righty.
So hello everyone. I'm going to give it a quick 20 seconds until I can confirm we're live on YouTube.
Well, it says we're live on my screen.
Perfect. Yes. So hello everyone. Welcome. This is Kelly and Bobby G.
Hi.
We are back. Thank you so much for your patience last week as we were figuring out this new technology so that we can go live on YouTube and come and bring to you guys some spiritual growth. So hello. Hey, Gucci to go. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Julie. Angel, you made it. Good. I'm so glad. Mwah. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys a quick overview of the Spiritual Growth Mastermind that we're launching. And we're just going to jump straight into channeling to help you guys tap into your own spirit guides and tap into your own spiritual gift so that you just live life, that the spiritual extension that you've been craving and yearning for and wanting. We're here to give that to you today. So what Bobby and I have come together to join is an on-rolling 3-month mastermind. You can come and join in when you're ready. Hey, Angie. Of course, you're welcome, Gucci. We love being here. Thanks for tuning in so that we can channel. We've come together with a 3-month mastermind to really help you identify what your spiritual gift is. Tap into it stronger than ever before so that you then get the choice of how do you want to utilize it. Hey, Ebony, thanks for joining. Do you want to use your spiritual gift to heal others? Do you want to use your gift to channel for others? Do you want to use your gift to become a tarot reader? Do you want to use your gifts for yourself just so that you can chat with your own spirit guide? Yeah, we got it working this week, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Thanks for tuning back in, guys. And so with that, what we're going to do is both of us are going to come together the first week of each month and host a live call. And we are limiting this mastermind to under 10 participants so that it's really high touch, really the hands-on high touch so that we can go in and channel for everyone every week to really just activate and act as a catalyst for you to tap into your spiritual gifts. So the beginning of the month, you get both of us live on the call, 2-on-1 channeling for each of you. Not only do you get the answers that you're seeking that week in activation, but everyone else is going to act as a powerful co-creator to call in more information that you wouldn't even necessarily have thought to have asked, to act as just a huge catalyst in your guys' life and connection. From there, you then get the second week with Bobby leading and guiding to tune in a little bit more to any limiting thoughts or any old things you need to release and to help you connect with her in a one-on-one way. And then the third week, you get me. So that's kind of the breakdown of it, and will be via a Zoom call. It will be very live and interactive so that you guys will be chatting back and forth with us live on a video call in the comfort of your home, not just in the chat room. And it will be recorded. You'll get access to a recording of it to really just exponentially grow your spiritual gifts. And it looks like we got Nikita in the room. Hello. I would love my gift to be able to read tarot and help people. Ashley, hey, Ashley Q, thanks for tuning in. Hi there. I've been asking Spirit to send me to a medium that would provide with some clarity, and here I am. Wonderful. So Bobby, are you ready to just jump right in and start channeling?
Yes. Well, actually, Gregory wants to jump right in and channel. What we're most excited about in this process is we're creating a spiritual community. Because when you come together with one another, it's not only the value you get of Bobby and Kelly, which is incredible, we believe, but also the value of the energy of each and every one of you. Because where 2 or more gathered together, the energy increases. You get 3, you get 4, you get 5, you get exponentially. It's like an earthquake. A 2 point is more than double 1. It's the same thing when you all come together. You're creating an incredible vibration where you not only get the information from Bobby and Kelly, but where you get the information and the vibration from each of them and each of you. That vortex of energy that we create in the call and also in the week in between also allows you to vibrate and stay in that vibration so you expand your abilities. The reason you see Bobby and Kelly doing this incredible work isn't just because they've worked on it themselves. They've worked on it with each other. They've worked on it with other masters. They've worked on it with other people and coaches and guides. They've worked on it in groups. Bobby's been in a mastermind of her own here in her town for 8 to 10 years, where 4 people get together and support one another and encourage one another. She does groups where she does private readings here in town, a group of readings where everybody comes together and share. It is the group that helps grow you, and the information that these 2 beautiful women have to share and to channel us allows you to feel the vibration, move into the vibration, know what that vibration is like. And from that knowing, you begin to do the work yourself. So we are most excited to be here to assist you, allow you, and raise your vibration for you to do whatever it is you're called to do. And if you're coming to our work, darlings, you're called to do some pretty phenomenal stuff. Yes, and that is the Gregory's input with the Bobby and the Kelly.
So it looks like we have a lot of people who are actually pretty intuitive themselves in the chat room. And yes,
of course.
We're growing a tribe. We have Beth, who's, I wish I could be more in tune like I used to. I'm in a channel on that right now because you're always in tune. We're going to help awaken that spark back up. And we have Nikita, who has a little premonition. You could tell things are going to happen before they happen, and sometimes dreams. And Ashley. Ashley, well, good. We'll be your high vibe bump up. So with that, Bobby, I was kind of thinking this week, I was just going to go in and channel a general message from my spiritual team I have access to. Hey, Jonah, welcome. Mwah, love to you all. And I'm kind of hoping to get a general message for them, just help people awaken to their spiritual gifts.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious how you and Gregory will play off of that. Oh, Stacy, this is going to be perfect for you then. I know I meant to do something, just confused as to what. You should really consider joining the Mastermind, Stacy. We get you. Hey, M-Sport, we get you awakened to your gift. And we have some business knowledge to help you even start a business if you're ready to start a business with it. But let me get in. I want to make sure we get the channeled message in. So Abraham, George, Sophie, and Spirit Team Source. We would love a channeled message for those live right now and those who will watch the replay. They'll help them awaken to their spiritual gifts strongly, powerfully, in a confident way, in a feel-good way, and where they just leave feeling amazing and can connect to their own spirit team or spiritual gift stronger than before. So everyone, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. We know what we're about to say is going to sound so simple. It literally is as easy as connecting to your breath. Connecting to your breath, especially for the beautiful darling with us today who said she wants to tap back in like she used to. The more that you can set aside, we normally encourage 15 or so minutes. If you would just do it simply for 3 minutes, where you just allow yourself to breathe, because what you'll notice, oh, I'm a little tense in my neck, and the neck will drop and the shoulders will drop. That tenseness is, in law of attraction terms, what's called resistance. In psychology terms, some of you would call that limiting thoughts, blocks, limiting beliefs. The more that you can become aware of when you're actively resisting, this is resistance, and just, oh, let me relax by breathing. And then allow yourself to think of a question, something you would want guidance on. You know, I'd love to feel my spirit guide again. I'd love to feel happy again. I'd love to know how much to ask on this pay raise. I'd really love to know how to tap back into that fun spark with my husband again. Ask the ask. And then just bask in, I love knowing that this is going to happen. And I just get to watch the unfoldment of it. I might be feeling doubt about this. I might be feeling frustration. I might be feeling this. But I already know that it's going to happen. And I just get to enjoy the unfoldment of hearing the answer. And what we think most of you will find that if you continue to just focus on your breath, most of you immediately after that brief meditation, or sometime throughout the day when you're not thinking about it, you will get the answer you were seeking. Two things we want to go on from here, because that's the asking is different than the receiving mode. You have to be able to ask something to receive an answer. But if you stay in the asking mode, how do I get this? How do I get this? How do I get this? It isn't here yet. Why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? You can never receive. It's down here. If you would like to know this, I have no idea how it's going to happen, but I'm curious how it will happen. Then you're in the receptive mode to hear the answer. And when you drop the resistance, you'll hear the answer. Sometimes it'll be immediately after the meditation. Sometimes it will be later. Because from there, the second point we wanted to speak about, you'll need a little practice with the being in the asking mode, being in the receiving mode, but that will be enough for many of you to, okay, I asked the question. Let me wait for the answer. Because it'd be the same thing as going up to your mom. Mom, can I have a cookie? Mom, can I have a cookie? Mom, 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 can I have a cookie? Mom, 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 can I have a cookie? Mom, can I have broccoli now? Okay, mom, if I can have a cookie, can I have broccoli? Most of you wouldn't do that in real life, in your day-to-day life. Know that your spiritual friends over here, we love you. We love you more than words can put into words. We hear your ask, and then we know where your inner being is your own internal spirit guide. We will send you the answer when you're ready, when you're able to hear it, and we'll give you that next step. Once you go, hey, mom, I would love dinner whenever you're done with work. Anything I could do to help make it happen? Okay, I'll go play. See how that can work? Because the second part from that is the fact that you're able to ask something, that's a powerful desire. That is a spiritual gift. That is a spiritual connection. If you can flip to the receptive mode, that is the start, the seed of your spiritual gift and how you want to carry it out in the world. That's how Kelly started. She started with, all right, I can sometimes talk to you, sometimes not. So let's make this easy, guys. This was her. She was like, let's make this easy, guys. Give me, what would a yes feel like? She got this warm glow feel in her chest. She's like, what does a no feel like? And she got a pit in her stomach. She was like, all right, I'm going to trust you guys. Just if this is something that's going to, you guys know my goals. If it's going to help me, give me the yes. If it's not, give me a no. And I will listen to it. She did that for a year. Most of you will move much quicker than that. She was just having so much fun with every time I do a yes, it works out in some beautiful way. And if I say no to a no, like, well, I don't know what I avoided, but I know it was something that wasn't going to be fun. You'll move much quicker, especially if you join the mastermind with us, because we'll be there with you, pointing out your next personal next step. But be aware that there's a difference between the asking and the receiving mode. And be aware of the fact that you can even do that and hear that answer. That's the start. From there, you know that saying, the journey of getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready, to be getting ready. Kelly calls it the next step, the next step, the next step, the next step. Bam, I have my ultimate manifestation, which is where I can visualize and see my spirit guide in my head, or I can hear my spirit guide in my head, or I can do powerful Reiki. You start with that. Oh, that felt so good. Bask, law of attraction. That felt so good. I got that answer and it worked and it was beautiful. Hey, I'd like answers to come that easily. Do the next ask. I'd like answers to come that easily all the time. I would love to be more connected to my inherent internal spiritual answers that are within me, much more of the time than less. And I'd love an answer to this, 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 and this. Let's see how these come to me. And then you can refine it. Hey, you know what, guys, I want these answers to come in my dreams. Hey, you know what, guys, I want to be able to help clients without feeling as much as their pain anymore. Hey, you know what, guys, I want to be able to, do you see how that can work? Recognize that you already are connected and just start asking. You have to do the ask to be able to receive. To be able to receive, you have to do the ask and then let the asking mind shut down to be able to receive. And with that, we'll take a breath and see if Gregory and Bobby have anything to add.
Absolutely, my darling. What we want all of you to know is what you're seeing here, this capacity, this ability of the Kelly and the Bobby came through practice. It came through showing up in their lives and doing the work to create the connection, to learn how to ask the question, to learn what questions to ask, to learn how to listen, to learn how to raise vibration. If you go about on the internet, and if you look at the various books that we are going to recommend through the Bobby that will help you tap into your abilities, all of them have the information. But what the spiritual mastermind is giving you is an environment and a group of people that understand and support you in the practice. The most challenging thing that we have noticed, and we worked with Bobby a long time on this. In the beginning, she would get up at 5:30 every morning, and she would go in and she would journal and channel and do the work day after day after day until she got really good at it. But then what happened is she got good at it and she could just take a couple breaths and we were right there. So she stopped practicing. Now, it doesn't mean she lost what we were doing, but she didn't get the same level of growth. Then when she developed a mastermind with her friends here in town, again, that gave her an accountability. And that accountability reminded her, as well as the vibration of the energy in the group, that reconnected her. And she again started doing the practice. It's the coming together, the holding each other accountable, the vibrational energy in the group, and the practice, the practice, the practice. The more you give yourself opportunity through Bobby and Kelly or whatever else you do, we are not attached. We do want to have you come be with our group because we think it's going to be great fun and great growth. But whatever you do requires a certain amount of intention. Kelly mentioned intention. That is so powerful. Your intention is what brings in the energy. Your desire to create the intention creates the energy creates more intention and desire, and the cyclical pattern, the whirling spiral of information and energy brings you forward. And we're so excited to get a chance to work with a group of like-minded individuals, like spiritual individuals, like energy individuals who want to expand their abilities and support one another and help grow one another and each other and the Bobby and the Kelly. We feel it is a total win-win. So if you take nothing else away from our talk today, is the knowing that in order to expand whatever gifts you have, first, it's really helpful if you have people to support you and help you in learning which are your most powerful gifts. But next, there is the process of continuing to develop those gifts through practice. And it's really valuable to have other people to hold you accountable, encourage you, and support you in the process of developing what it is you want to do. And we think this is going to be a beautiful mixture of all of those. And we are most excited to be a part of that, to assist you in developing all that you can be. Yes, and that is what we would like to say.
Yeah, it really is just a matter of the support provides most often a little bit of a quicker growth. And one more note that I wanted to make about the program before we kind of start diving into the chat room to answer questions for people. So guys, go ahead and start filling up the room with questions on the general message. Let us know where you're at in your spiritual development and connection, any hiccups you're feeling, and we'll kind of help sort that out right now. One note is, this isn't a cookie cutter course. We don't give you, here's step one, you must meditate 5 hours a day on this chakra, and then the next step is this one. We give you your organic next step because we're here to accelerate your growth now in 3 months versus 3 years. For those of you who want the growth now, we're going to go in and channel our guides. We're going to go in and channel your guides so that you get the very next best practice for you to awaken to your gifts and accelerate it. Okay, so guys, go ahead. Let's open this up to some chat room people and ask some questions. The name Joanne, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Jonah Carey, your name, they kept popping your name up in my head. So was there a question that you had? Hey, Joy, thanks for making it. Felicia, Jennifer, Golden, you're new. Hello. So guys, go ahead and start asking your questions. Okay, so Ashley, the spiritual journey is such a trip. It blows my mind. Me too. Here we got a question from Beth. Did you feel pressure in your temple? Well, what kind of pressure? We're not doctors. Just state in that right now. We're not doctors. May want to get, what do they call it? An optometrist to check that out. But okay, let me answer from the Kelly side. So I personally never felt pressure in my temples at all. What I do know though is sometimes I wouldn't call it pressure. I felt like a rush of energy throughout my body, which I could see being described as pressure. And what that is that's technically resistance when your body, because you're feeling a new sensation, you're feeling new energy in your body, new higher vibrations. Your body isn't quite used to that vibration. So it's kind of like, think of it this way, walking to jogging to running to sprinting. When you're channeling or your spiritual gift, it's like sprinting. So you feel new things in your body. Is it bad? No. But when you're sprinting and you haven't learned how to breathe in your nose, out your mouth, that's kind of called resistance. You're making it harder to sprint longer. But when you learn how to breathe, channeling, it would be when you learn how to just, oh, this is a new sensation coming in. I'm ready to, remember they're saying the next step, the next step, the next step. I'm ready to receive the information easier. I'm ready to allow spirit to just speak through me. Because a lot of time, Beth, when I used to just go, hey, they're saying X, Y, Z. Oh, okay. Like the person would say something that I would get into channel mode, ask them. I kind of felt like I would feel that pressure in my body and it was a disconnect. So I was just, hey, spirit, can you just come through me and speak through me? I'm ready to make it easier. I'm ready to allow the information to flow from source straight to the person. And then that's when I personally stopped feeling any pressure in my body. Bobby, do you have any comments on that before I?
The only thing we would add is that often when you're first starting or you're relatively new, we'll utilize whatever we can to get your attention so that you do know that something is happening, because the egoic mind has trouble believing that it can allow at the level you're seeing with Bobby and Kelly right now, where they just let us speak them. So we'll utilize the body sometimes to get your attention, and just notice it and pay attention to what Kelly's saying in terms of being able to release and allow. Eventually, if you keep practicing and working with it, the information will flow more easily. But we'll still send what we call God bumps or goosebumps occasionally when it's really powerful and we really want you to hear the message, just to get your attention so the egoic mind gets what the spirit already knows, which is, oh, there's something happening here.
I forgot about that, Bobby. Okay, let me.
Oh, it's all part of it, Kelly. It's all part of it.
Some questions are coming in. I'm going to try to go for questions that will help the whole group, guys.
Yes, please do.
Because we're getting, what is my spiritual gift? What is my gift? Who is my spirit guide and protector? Oh, let's see if Beth has any comments. Yes, yes. Okay, it looks like it's resonating with Beth. Oh, you're welcome, Beth. She's saying thank you. It resonated. Do I have a spiritual guide named Emily? Guys, I'm going to look for questions that are going to help you and more people besides just entirely one-on-one right now. Would like to know how to communicate with my guides outside my shamanic journey. Thanks. Ooh, that would be a good one. Roscoe.
Yes.
So guys, so anyone who connects to your spiritual gift, connects to your spirit guides, I'm going to use the shamanic journeys. I'm going to use the word in meditation. Like you have to create a separate practice of, I have to go do this thing. That's how I connect to my spirit guides. Until I can do that, I can't connect with my guides. Or do you want to go first, Bobby?
We are having powerful here. We would like to step on this one. Yes. What we want you to know is that in the beginning, you may feel the need to choose a specific modality, and we do not have an issue with that. What we want to invite all of you to do is not get attached to any modality, because all of the modalities have different vibrations and different information and different possibilities for you to play with. And if you can start off with the shamanic, that is totally okay. And it's just one of the multiple modalities available. The more open you are, the more you will see that there are multitudes of ways to connect with spirit, and the more powerfully you will be able to get messages from different modalities. That is mostly what we would like to say, Kelly. Anything you would like to add to that?
Let me see if she has another comment. Jocelyn, let me see if do you have a comment on that? A lot of chats came in. So sorry guys if I don't get to all of them. Oh, Roslyn, not Jocelyn, excuse me. Beth is loving this info. Beth, you should get in the mastermind. Okay, I'm not quite seeing a comment from Roslyn. Let me just tap in and see if there's anything to add. Yes, the tiny part that we would like to add, and yes, we know it's a little bit of reiteration of what we said earlier, but it's that the journey of getting ready to begin ready. Oftentimes you do have to set aside time to hear us, to quiet your mind. Kelly did that when she traveled from California to Maine and back and meditated with us 3, 4, 5 hours a day. She created that, what she called sacred space, to when I'm in this corner of this room, this is when I meditate, because it helped her when she got to that corner release the thoughts of everywhere else. It was once she realized, okay, meditating 3, 4 hours a day, guys, that's not quite practical anymore. This journey is coming to an end. We're now getting back into the real world and the corporate job. That's when she did the ask. You always have to do a new ask. What would you like to receive next? All right, guys, I'd love to be able to meditate in shorter times and connect to you stronger. And then it got to, hey guys, you know what? Can you just come hang out with me? More often hang out with me throughout the day. That was when we were most connected to Kelly. We're always connected, but that was when she decided to keep her radar open to us. And when she was at work, we would comment, hey, that guy over there, he needs a vibrational tune-up if you think he's willing, Kelly. Hey, your boss is about to yell at you. Here, let's get you in high vibes beforehand. She's kind of toned it down a little bit since then. It's really about you asking, all right, I love this shamanic journeys I've done, and now I'm ready to hear you in other ways. I'm ready to hear you, and you state what you want. And he's asking, making sense.
And we would like to add just a little bit more, Kelly, because this is a very, very important thing for people to understand about the different modalities. When we were helping Bobby teach a class on all the various modalities, and one class was on pendulums, and another class was on reading auras, and another class was on Ouija boards or Pathfinder boards. And it was really valuable. As many years as Bobby's been doing it, she finds the Ouija board boring because you got to sit there and spell things out. And that takes way too long. And yet she was able to find out that there was a nuance of energy she'd never gotten except through that. So her teaching the class opened her up to the possibility that there's still other ways to do it besides the Gregory. So the more open you are, the more you do the ask that Kelly is mentioning, the more you open yourself to various modalities that can expand your spiritual gifts to areas you don't even know are there.
Okay, guys, so quick note, because we have about 13 minutes left before
time flies.
I know, it's fun. Is this will start next week. So if you want to
next week, oh my God, it's so fast.
If you guys want to join on in and be part of the very first session, I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments a link to join on in. So there's the link. We'd love to have you if you're ready for accelerated spiritual growth. The calls are at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, the very first week of each month, you get both of us together. The second week, you get to deep dive with Bobby. The third week, you get to deep dive with me. The fourth week, you get for implementation. And that's when you could get to connect with your spiritual tribe and buddies in the mastermind as well and kind of practice on each other. It's your week to implement and really let it resonate in before we kickstart the next month. Okay, but there was a couple other guys. You guys are asking really good questions. So sorry we can't get to all of them, but I'm going to try to go back to. Wow, you guys have a lot of good questions in here. I'm going to answer one really quick, and then I want to get to Joanne. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm not getting it right. Ashley, how do you protect yourself against negative energy? It sounds so simple, but it isn't to me. But I'm a Pisces. Well, it's okay that you're a Pisces. We love everyone. Your thoughts, your attention, what you put your thoughts on, what you put your attention on, very much creates your belief system. Your belief system are thoughts that you've carried for a while. So if that's that whole saying that, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. If you were born into wealth, you were born into thought patterns that carried wealth. So they have a belief system of course I'm going to make 80K out of college. Of course I'm going to start a business and make $250,000 because they have that belief system within them. Does that make sense? It applies to other areas too, not just money. Just that would be the easiest example. That creates their reality. But their focus was, all right, what business am I going to start that's going to make me $250,000? That was their thought that helped amplify the belief system they had that creating businesses makes money, that played on their reality. Your thought, your attention right now, Ashley, is on how do I protect myself? How do I protect myself? Look at all this negative energy out there. How do I protect myself? And I was there too, Ashley. So I'm saying with this the utmost love and compassion, because I used to do those meditations where you put the golden bubble around and you bring the light in and you build a bubble around you and you state everything that you don't want on the outside and everything that you do want on the inside. I've done a lot of those practices. And so I can tell you firsthand, the thing that those were always little baby steps, but the one that 180'd where my life went from like negative people all the time around me, narcissists, all the crazy stuff and I have people who support me, who love me, who they can add in and help my life grow is when I went, I want to be around people who are happy. Where are the happy people at? How do I get friends who already have success in their life in there? I want to hang out around them. I want to be happier. How do I get happy? And I meditated. I think I got this, Bobby. This was an exercise from Reverend James where I would just meditate and I pictured the word. I kind of played with the words. It was like happy. And I just let the feeling of happy evolve into this corner. And then over here, I evolved the word love. And I just felt it. And I would let the feelings, and I would picture the words coming over my chest and picture the feelings coming in. And I would build a triangle upward, kind of to the crown chakra. And up here, I just pictured joy. And as that grew and got bigger, then I brought it all the way down throughout my body. And from there, people who respect me come into my life. People who are, Kelly, you're doing a good job. Here's the next step you could do, are now in my life. I didn't have to, I hope that makes enough sense, Ashley. Okay, and I'm going to drop, some of you are asking how to connect to your spirit guide. So I've made a meditation that's free. Connect to your spirit guide. Sign up for the link that I just put down. It's completely free. You have to sign in about 10 minutes. You get a confirmation email. And after that, you'll get a link to the meditation. That it takes you on a journey to the Temple of Masters to meet your spirit guide. So everyone who wants that meditation's there for free for you. I'm trying to find Joanne's comment. Oh, there we go. So this might be a personal read, Bobby. It's Joanna. I feel I am supposed to make a difference and that I have a gift. Lots of blessing right now happening. I am learning to trust my intuition, but I feel like I can't hear the messages. Who is my guide? I have been feeling someone is trying to talk to me, but I don't know how to hear.
Joanna, there's more than one way than to hear. When we are doing this process, when we're teaching the mastermind, we're going to be giving you multiple modalities to tap into. And you're at the point where you're sensing something, which is a different modality. And you may need to expand on that in order to expand into the answer you're looking for. If the only thing you believe is that you've got to be able to hear them, then that's going to limit how you get your information.
Okay, they're all chatting at once right now.
Okay.
we're obviously very much in agreement with everything that Bob and Gregory has said, but we do want to add in that little extra bit of, we could use the word affirmation, validation of yes, yes, yes. You asked for the connection. You asked for the connection. What Kelly mentioned about close the asking mode down and open the receptive mode. We are there. We are trying to communicate to you. There's nothing urgent. We're not, it's nothing urgent. It is, we're trying to get your attention. And from that, it's allow the questioning mind to shut down. And they're asking, do you understand? Because from there right now, it's a Bobby, she's at the phase of they're transferring her energy. We are sending you energy right now to kind of raise your vibration. Because think of it this way, it's a radio station. If you want to connect into someone's energy, you think about them, aka you turn the radio dial to their station, you pull in information about them. But think of that as like a smaller radio. Sometimes you need a bigger radio, aka your mind is just a little bit quieter so that you can vibrate at our frequency that we're at. So we're trying to just transfer you energy so that you'll be able to hear us stronger. So that's what when we were, the receptive mode message was for all of you, and especially you, in the sense that I'm receiving energy right now. Like, all right, spirit guides, all right, universe, all right, source, all right, my own internal spirit guide within me, my inner being. I'm ready to receive energy that will allow me to go about my day happier, with a more spiritual mind in mind, where things just synchronistically happen for me and where I'll be able to have accelerated spiritual growth. And then just allow, do you already feel that buzz within you? Allow that feeling to grow within you, because we're very much transferring you energy right now. How shall we say this? We'll give you an interesting analogy right now. It's kind of like we're sending a maid to kind of sweep the floor and then mop it so that the floor shines. We're shining your energy right now. So just allow yourself to be in the receptive mode and just allow the good feelings to come in. One practice that we gave Kelly, some of you may like this. This is the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. You've hit a limit of kind of what Bobby was talking about. There's a certain way you think you have to hear the information. We're not trying to speak to you right now. We're trying to send you energy. You've hit a limit of how much good you'll allow into your life, how much spiritual growth you'll allow into your life. Oh, well, I can feel it, but I can't get there. So there's some thought pattern right now that we can't quite deep dive right now because of time constraints. If you would just do the practice, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready for more of my life to feel good. I'm ready to hear spirit more, and I'm ready to just vibrate at a higher level. I'm ready to allow more good feeling experiences, thoughts, emotions into my life. And just allow yourself to receive and allow that good feeling in your body to grow. The feeling that we feel it in you right now. Allow that to keep growing, because that's what's going to allow for you to hear us in time. Let's scroll down to see if she had any questions from that. And everyone, you guys have great questions. A lot of these are really, I wish we could answer all of them today.
We just want to piggyback on what you said with Joanna to let her know that ours was a more general message. Yours was very specific to her. Listen to Kelly's again, because there's a lot of nuances of information in there for you, Joanna.
Wow, there's so many good questions here. Guys, we'll be back next week. I'll try to make I'm still figuring YouTube out of how to make announcements. We'll be back next week too, but definitely consider joining the Mastermind, guys, because that's where you'll get to speak back with us. So like Bobby and I are live right now, you'll be another image on the screen so that we'll meditate with you. And sometimes spirit, they don't hold back, not that way, but they just because they know that you don't want your information broadcasted on YouTube for everyone else
Absolutely.
to hear, they give far more details. I'm trying to see if Joanna's saying I have strong feelings. She's saying yes. Gucci's loving the information. I feel presence and breath and smells. You feel, smell, touch. Oh, wow. See, Nikita, you're really tuned in. I need a spiritual mate, Gucci. Mm-hmm. I'm so ready to feel good energy. This is live yet, and I'm able to speed up the video playback. Am I pulling it in from the future? I don't know how the tech works. Okay, Joanne's saying thank you. Okay, we got 3 minutes left. Oh, you guys are so welcome for the information. I hope this helps.
Yes.
Like you
This
guys,
is fun. Thank you for letting us play.
yeah, guys, like how they say the asking and the receiving. Sometimes like it's fun to hear your guys' questions and like, whoa, what is spirit's answer to that? Like, so you guys make it a blast. Okay, let's do it. Let's try to do this one really. I'm literally gonna have to hop off in 2 minutes. Information, Gangsta Unicorn Tarot. Information comes to me out of nowhere. In my readings, you will hear me asking, where did that come from? Sometimes you have to just go with the weird picture, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay, so I've got 2 quick thoughts on that. Yes, be open to how information comes to you, but Gangsta, information only comes to me when I allow it to come to me. It's information from your spirit guide. Like you are in control of your spiritual gift. You are in control. Just as you are in control when you turn a radio on and when you turn it off, just as you're in control, you turn it to 99.7 to 102.7. You can hang up the phone on your spirit guide. I hate to say it so bluntly, but I sometimes say, all right, guys, thank you for the information. I'm going to enjoy this date. And comments to yourself, George. And I keep my mind, it's what you focus on. I get immersed in the human world because we're all connected. So we're always connected. But you can, if you focus your mind in the reality here right now, you'll call in more information on the human level and you'll be present in the moment here. So does that make sense, Gangsta?
And the only thing we would add is that remember, we don't do it to you. We do it through you. It requires your information and your permission, as Kelly has said. Well, actually,
Yeah.
George was talking there.
It's deliberate co-creation. Ebony, the sessions, it really depends on how many people are in there. They'll vary between 60 minutes to up to 2 hours. When we have 5 people, it will likely be closer to the 60-minute. We have 10 people, it will be the 2 hours. Our main goal is to get everyone that energy bump up that you felt from watching this video. You'll feel that even more, 3 times, 10 times more, because we'll just have more one-on-one time with you. And our main goal is to get everyone a channeled message in there so that you get the next thing for you to practice that next week. So it's going to vary each week. Ebony, you should just, right now, there's 1 person in there. So if you want some one-on-one time at a group rate, like might as well get in now. Oh, guys, these are all great questions. Let me get you here's if you'd like to sign on and join us next Monday, I'm going to get you the link. There's the link. I'd love to help you guys. And I'll let you know when we're back on here again to come live in this setting. But for now, it's been great speaking to you guys and great channeling for you guys. We love you bunches. But for now, we're going to have to end the live and see you guys next time.
Yes. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time, darlings.